So today is Python session 5. Actually, we have already, learned how to create a data frame. Then on top of data frame, we'll be having some basic operation, just like the SQL. In SQL, we can join between two tables. We can group by on top of the data. We can sort it. We can do multiple operations. Actually, column slicing, row level filtering, which things we require. So this kind of same kind of operation we can do in Python. Even we can do some more thing as well, as it's totally used for data analytics as well as data scientist also use that thing. So we have very important functions over here. We can do standard deviations as well quickly with a single keyword. Okay, in Python. I'll be quickly showing you that stuffs today. Maybe today or the day after tomorrow we'll be covering this data frame related operation, and then we will be connecting some external database and we can process data on top of that one. So then Python will be covered. Actually, 3 or 4 more classes should be there for Python, including today's one. So let me start with that stuffs. So create a data frame from CSV. This is also a data loading part. Actually, in our project, maybe some business they do not have much data for some table for some dimension. They can use only fact files or Excel from user system. Maybe they have only 200 records. Maybe we are loading country dimension. Country dimension means all the dimension value related to related to countries, not a single country, all the countries in the world. So suppose we have 280 or something 285 countries in the world, and these are not going to be changed quickly. This is slowly changing dimension. It should be fixed maybe another 3 4 years. Tomorrow there will be no new country. So for this kind of dimension storing, business users are using flat file or Excel file, this kind of stuffs. For as this is a simple database and it's not going to change daily basis, they're also making it a static one. Okay, so this kind of data they are going to store in Excel. Now, if we just want to store the same Excel through Python to a particular external database, then we can go ahead with importing the flat file. The same thing we have quickly gone through in last session. So I created this particular CSV file. CSV means comma separated delimiter that can be opened in Excel if we just change the property. So I just pick some sample data. So it's name of the student, a particular subject, age of the student, and for the particular subject, what marks they have received out of 1,000 or just like this. Okay. So maybe, this is a sample data, you can say. So I'll be just going to import the same thing. Okay, I have the logic. I think I already covered this thing. So just a quick heads up or quick recap on that one. So yes, that is there. So I'm taking the code. So first of all, I'm working on top of pandas. That's why importing thing should be there. Import pandas. Okay. Then the code is pd, that is pandas class I'm using, pd dot read csv. Okay. So over there, I'm reading the CSV path. Over here, I'm using double slash because in Python code, in a single slash, it should not be count as a key, value over here. Single slash means to omit the next character reading. Okay. So in our earlier classes, we have learned that while typing any double quote inside, while printing the thing in double quote, if we neglect the thing before that, we can use this kind of slash there. So that's why while reading single slash, it will not understand what it is actually. So the first one is for that thing and the second one is the original one. So that's why it should read only single slash. If we only put single slash over there, then it will not read properly the path. So that's why this is there. Now it's able to read the path and import the CSV, and we can print the CSV in this format. Print df. We are converting everything in this df. Df, that is a data frame, and we are printing the data frame over here. Let me quickly run it. Okay, so whatever data we have seen there in Excel, we can see this thing over here. Just one new thing. By default, Python data frame will be helping us with a index value. The row number. Okay. So this is a default index value and it should be unique in nature in Python. So by default, it should be there. Now let me quickly go ahead with some indexing part. Yeah. Anyone wants to need to update this particular index. Okay. They can quickly help. I mean, do that thing. They have to remove or they have to take some column data from here and use the same thing as index. How we can do that? Can do df set index. Yeah, this is the format. Now pass the column name which you want to set as index. You do not have to set index with the another column which is not inside the database. So you can print in this way. Okay. Okay. So you can see name. Now the index column is not there. This is the index itself. Name. Okay, this kind of operation can be useful. Okay, I have the two print over here. Let me do one thing. Yeah, this is also a new thing. I can print first 5 1 by using head method. Data frame dot head. Okay, let me print the one. The same thing. Yeah, first 5 records should be there. I can manipulate it as 2 record as well. I can put 2 1 3 anyway. By default, it should be taking 5 records. First 5 records. Just I'm taking this thing for column name checking and all, and this is the updated one, the second one. Just to compare between those two, we can um, organize in this manner. Okay. Now, what is the next topic? Let me check. Indexing. Indexing is this thing. I mean, we there is already by default a index is there. For our manipulation purpose, we can update the index value. We can set index. This kind of stuffs. Slicing the data frame. Let me quickly show. We can also reset the index as well. We can reset the index and drop the column. How to do that thing? Let me store this thing in a second data frame. Otherwise, I cannot show you. df1 equal to this. Okay, so I'm putting everything in df1 just to reensure the thing. Okay, so this is the new data frame df1. Now we can use reset index to get it back. Reset index. Okay, can put drop equals false. It will also delete the particular column if we just put this thing. False should be a boolean, F should be in caps. Why I'm doing this, I'm just quickly tell you. So if I just put reset index, it will not properly work. Let me show you one by one. Reset index. Let me check what it's showing. Okay, there is no change. Actually, we need to drop the columns from this column from there. Drop equal true. That should be dropping this one and putting the old index. Okay, but it has dropped the name column. So we can put false, then we can get the name column again in the place. But it should be the very beginning one, what we have earlier. Okay, in this format. Okay. So this is just a indexing part, quick indexing part. Let me slice the thing. Slice means we can take few columns, just like in SQL query. If we put select star from a table, we can get all the column names there with the data. But if we just put some column names there, just like select column 1, column 2, we can slice the data set or we can filter on top of columns. Okay, that is called slicing. Slicing the data. How to do that thing over here? You can also do the same thing. Just like print. Okay, let me remove this reset kind of thing. We have already covered it. So print for a single column, we can quickly put df dot name just like this one. Okay, single column. Then we can only see the name field there. Yeah. So name this one. It's there. That's why you can remove that thing. But this is the thing. Index and name should be present. But in proper way, if we just go ahead with proper way with multiple columns at a time, then the better way just using a list there. So df, this is a normal operation. Within that, I will be declaring another list. Okay. So whichever thing we need to check, just let me put the thing, just like name, age. I'm declaring a list within that one where I'll be passing the column names there. So name and age it will be passing. Okay. Yeah, name and age. Okay. Like I can pass everything, whatever we know. I mean, want to check. If we do not put anything, by default, it should be printing all the data set. That is called slicing. Okay. Filtering a data frame. Now it's filtering means row level filtering. Which particular row we want to discard from a, I mean, which is not required for our analysis, we can discard the thing from our visualization of the data frame. That is called filtering. The same thing we can do in SQL by using where clause. If you can remember, select star from the table, then putting a where clause particular, which particular record we want to check. That's why we can use that particular where clause. The same thing we will be using over here. Any doubt till now for anyone? Okay.
No.
Okay. Thanks. Yeah. If there is anything you can quickly ask me. I'll be trying to clear you fine for today. Otherwise, I will take some time tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So we just slice the data set on top of columns. Let me slice it on top of rows. Okay. So how to do that thing? Mm, it should be just like df dot. Suppose I'll be checking the data for age equal to 13. So while checking this kind of filtering criteria, we have to use double equal sign, then 13. Okay. Now on top of that, I need to place the data frame. Okay. Let me print it. Otherwise, I cannot able to see. Okay, I'll be checking this data frame. Then inside that, I'm using the filter. df.edge should be equal to 13. Okay. Okay. The second one is our data. Don't, and the first one is just this printing. Okay. So this way we can filter it out. We have just filtered on top of age, which age is 13. The same we can also do the same kind of stuffs. What we have done, greater than, less than, those kind of stuffs over there as well. We can put multiple filter. Let me quickly show you. Just like equal to 13. Uh, let me put in a bracket this kind of stuffs. Let me put and which we can say okay, subject equal history. Let me check. df dot subject equal history. Okay, we should be receiving these records only. So I have put double filter. One is 13, other one is history. So as I'm imposing both of them, I need to use an AND operator. Okay. Let me print it. Okay, you can see this is the data set. Let me remove this thing, otherwise it is not understandable properly. I commented out the first print. Okay, so this is the output of this code. Now a quick concept that how the filter thing is working. We can remove that stuff. The data frame stop over here. Okay, and I'm passing a variable just like called mask equal this. So I'm masking the value on top of this filter data set, and I can pass the value mask over here. I can get the same output. There is no issue. So masking thing is the total filtering part. Now how masking thing is working? Let me print the mask only, not data frame. Let me print mask. Now we can see, I mean, over here inside the database in intermediate steps, they are using a Boolean function operation on top of this filter, which value is going to be true or false inside the dataset. And in the next step, when I'm printing the entire data frame again, then they are passing only the true value. Let me print the mask, then that should be understandable. Okay, so on top of index value, they are consolidating this particular operation on top of that, and they are determining what value should be true. Okay, if I omit the history portion, we can see much more true over there. Okay, true. Let me print the entire data set as well. Otherwise, you cannot compare what is true or what is false. Okay, the filter is top of df.age. Okay, let me put only df. Sorry for a moment. Okay, so df.age equal to 13. So whichever rows is including age equal to 13 only, that should be true. Let me quickly show the same thing again. So I have printed the data frame at the beginning. Over there we can see row number 0. Then what are the 13? Row number 11, row number 7. So 0, row number 7, and then 11 should be having 13. So we can see the same thing in mask printing. Row number 0 is true, 7 is true, 11 is true. So this is the concept of mask. Then if I just going to, I mean, operate on, I mean, inside the data frame, the same mask, then only the true indicator or true index should be printing by this data frame. Okay, so that is the concept. Okay, so that's how we can filter it out properly. As I showed to you, we can put the filtering operation or condition over there, and we can call on inside the data frame the same thing over there. Okay, now if we have the criteria that we have to print, we have to slice the data as well as filter the data in a same command. Then we have to use a particular method that is called lock.loc. Let me quickly show you. It should be lock, loc, this one. It should be operated on top of df, obviously. df.lock. Okay, now let me print the mask. Okay, first of all, which particular value you want to check? We want to check, suppose name only. Name, n is in caps over here, as we have declared. Name, age, obviously, as well as the mask. Mask should be the filter. Okay, let me print the thing. Okay, name age should be inside a list, and mask is filtering operation. So here we are using slicing part. First thing is slicing. That one I have put inside the list, and again we are using mask there. Mask should be filtering part. Let me run it. There is an issue. What is the issue? Let me check. Mhm. Okay, I just prepared the query. Let me give one minute. Mask. Okay, I forgot the thing. It's my bad. So I need to pass the filtering criteria earlier, then slicing. Okay, so this is our output. So the concept is when will be slice the thing as well as print. I mean, filter on top of the data. We need to go ahead with the dot lock method, and Then inside the data frame, we need to pass the filtering criteria. We can also put this thing directly over there. But I declared the mask earlier over here. I can push it over here, and particular which column we need to check, we need to put over here. That's it. Okay. Earlier we just use this thing earlier, then pass the marks, but this is not the concept. We need to, as per the convention or rules, we need to pass the filtering part of the data earlier, then the slicing part. Okay. So we have almost covered the filtering data set. That's part. Let me go ahead with aggregation function. So aggregation function, if we could remember, if we are there in SQL learning thing, so we used group by clause. Okay, group by particular column, we are grouping the entire data set. Then on top of that, we can do some mean operation, max operation, average operation, sum operation. Since this kind of stuff is also available over here. Just a change in your syntax. So what is the thing? Let me remove this kind of stuff from here. Okay, so we have the group by keyword. It should be on top of data frame. df dot group by. Okay, which particular column, based on which column I want to group by? Let me put history. Okay, that should be inside a single quote or double quote, anything. Okay, now let me print which kind of operation I can want to do. I can also print this thing, the first value only. Let me print. The first group that, let me print it. Otherwise, I think should be understood. I'm just grouping it. I'm not doing any operation there. Okay. Okay, first is not working. What happens? Uh, okay, sorry for my bad. I need to put subject over there. History is the data. I need to do on top of subject, not history. History is the data. History and maths was the subject there. So what we have done on top of subject, I just grouped it. Okay, the entire data set, there are two distinct value. One is history, another one is maths. So that's why if I just grouped on top of subject, it has segregated the thing in this way: history, maths. And I just first means the first occurrence record it should be showing to us. So just he took two records, one is for maths, one is for history, and they printed it out for us. Okay, so this is just a concept of group by. We can check a better way, just like can do a mean operation there. So while doing this kind of operation, it will only take the numerical value, because on top of name, it cannot do any mean operation. It can perform the mean operation on top of age and marks, because those are numerical in nature. I should be receiving one warning there. Okay. The warning is based on that it should be operated only numerical value. We have one just like name. It's not a numerical one. That's why we receive the warning, but we can get the desired output. Just like subject. For this top of subject, who is having history there, calculating the mean value of age, and then the marks. Okay, for marks, they're also receiving the mean value there. Likewise, same way you can put sum. Okay, let me execute it. Okay, you can get the same output, but we are receiving an warning. This is because of we are using sum, mean, this kind of operation, having this kind of name over there. So we can do a multiple columns group by as well. How to do that thing? Subject, let me put age over there as well. I can put age. Okay, so here we are passing multiple values that should be within a list, obviously. Yes, that's the concept of list been used, and most of the time I'm forgetting over here to learn. Yeah, so here they're grouping it first subject, then age. In history, we have this kind of age students, aged students are there, and then they are printing the summation of the marks. Let me put name over as well. Just a quick concept. Okay, now the warning is not coming because we are doing the summation on operation only top of marks. There is no dimension kind of stuffs over there on top of which we cannot operate on sum, mean, this kind of stuffs. That's why we pulled everything, non-numerical value over here, age as well. So we are grouping it first, then we are printing the summation of the marks. Actually, we're not doing any summation because we have only singular value. We have the other three columns, and based on that, we are grouping. So there is no, this is illogical while doing the summation, but we need to print in this way. But the grouping thing is working properly. We can see that the first grouping is top on subject. So top of subject, it's getting grouped history and maths. Then after that, in history, which are the ages? It's grouped in this way. 12, 13, 14. There's a space because we have two students having age at 14. That's why 14, 14, Raghu and Rohit is having 14, age 14. The same way is this. And then we are printing the marks. So this kind of stuff, so we can go ahead with this way. Okay. Any understanding issue while learning this one? Group by and all. Aggregation is very important. Maybe in future we can. That is the basic steps of data analytics part. So while doing the thing, while analytics, on top of data analytics or any kind of high level data analysis also. So this is a basic learning stuff for grouping or aggregation function on data. Okay. So what is the next topic? Sorting the data frame. Okay. How to sort a data frame? Sort means on top of particular column, we can sort the data. Let me print the data once more. Okay, so this is the data. We can see the data is getting sorted only one column, that is called index. So index is in an inbuilt manner, we can give the indexes like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's sorting in manner, ascending order. Okay, so if we sort, we can sort on top of index as well. Df dot sort index. Let me learn the index first. Okay, let me print the same thing. But it's already sorted in manner, so there will be no change in this printing. You can see the same way it's getting printed because by default sort index should be uh, typing the same ascending order data set. We can make it a descending one, just we need to put this keyword ascending equals true or false. Okay, let me put boolean false. F should be in a cap. Okay, let me print the same thing, then we can see. Yes, so we can print in this way 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay, this is the way the thing has been get printed. This is on top of sorting on index. Now we can manipulate the data on sorting on top of any column value. So that's why we need to use the keyword or method sort values. Okay, just like we can segregate the thing on top of age. Okay, so it's getting sorted top of age. So we can see the thing has been getting sorted over there. Now, if we want to put on top of, both of the age and marks as well. name should be in caps. Okay, okay. If I just going to run, this should be throwing error because we are passing multiple values, but we did not declare a list there. So we need to obviously declare a list or set anything. I mean, on a tuple as well. But we need to declare the thing as we are passing multiple value. Data frame will not understand it properly. So on top of two particular index, I mean two particular column values we are sorting. So first of all, it will sort on top of age. So age 12, it's getting sorted. Then it will be checking in age 12. Inside the age 12 data set, they'll be sorted against on top of marks. So 200 will be coming first, then 800. In 13, 300, 600, 700. So this way we can do this thing. Give me one second. Okay. So those are called sorting thing. I think we can able to understand it's not a tough thing, but I mean we are learning the things with basic building block, sorting, group by. Maybe while doing the data analysis part, when you are already there or you are working there, so all the operation you should be going ahead with a single go. So you are in a single statement, you are doing the sorting as well as grouping. I mean aggregation, the particular thing. So all the stuffs you can do in a single statement on data frame. So you need to combine the things with your own. Okay. So next topic is copy a data frame. Copy data frame, it's a simple one. Just I mentioned the thing. You can simply put df. Uh, just like let me. You can directly put df1 equal to df. That one we can copy or we can use the copy method as well. Okay. Anything we can use. Then all the data frame should be copied into a new data frame. So it should be exactly identical with the old one. Okay, there is no change. We are simply copying one data frame to another data frame. Then some more thing, distinct value. So in SQL, we can use a distinct keyword there, select distinct on top of a column. So we can check which distinct value a particular column should be having. So the same way we can use this operation, unique, dot unique, this method. Let me quickly show you on top of here. Let me choose a column, just like subject. Subject. Okay. On top of, I can put unique. Let me print. Okay. The output is this one. It should be printed in a list format. So history maths. Okay. Let me put name. Or we can pass multiple values within a list over here. Okay. Swapnil, Raghu, Alex, Ranjit, Rohit, Arnab, Ram, Bihan. So those are the students. We have collected the information. Maybe they are duplicated in nature because of their different subject over there. But this is a way to check the unique. What is the unique value or who are the students that we need to check the thing? Or just like this way. A distinct keyword in SQL, it's equivalent to this unique keyword over here. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So any other things, let me quickly show or we are into this today's session, value counts. Okay, this is also group by thing, group by in nature. I mean, we can directly on top of a single column, we can do this thing. Just like, let me put name, yeah, value counts. You can put value counts there. You can see number of occurrence for each of the name. Just like Swapnil is 2 times in the data set. It's is present in the name column 2 times. Alex is present in 2 times. Ranjit 2. Rohit 2, Raghu 1, then the other thing is 1. So value counts is a keyword or methods to check on top of a particular column. The data is the occurrence of the data or the frequency of the data. Okay. So this is the thing. So there are this kind of operation. Actually, we have covered the basic one, or tomorrow I'll be trying to go ahead with some more basics example. Not tomorrow exact. I think it's on Monday. So then we can go ahead with some operation on top of external database. Just like I'll be trying to connect MySQL data, what we have gone through for SQL learning. I'll be trying to connect to the database from Python, and I'll be fetching data or tables from their database. We can manipulate the data by data frame in Python. Then we can push it back again in MySQL. That should be organization level learning part. Okay. So in organization, we have to go ahead with ETL jobs. Just like we have to take data from another data source, we have to manipulate the data and we have to push the data in OLAP format where the data scientist can uh, do their examination or analysis on top of any database. So that kind of transformation we have to do by some ETL tool. So Python can play this ETL role over here, and we can manipulate the data, everything we can do in Python, and we can push the data at the target where the data analytics team or the visualization team or the data scientist team can operate on top of this data. So this is the main fundamental thing, and we are gradually learning from basic stuffs. We learn totally basic stuffs on top of data frame or everything. But this all are been needed. If I just going to go with any project or any live application, maybe that cannot be so simple. Multiple operation you have to do on top of data frame, but the things are looking like this way. Okay. So those are all for today's session. Nothing is there. So tomorrow or the next session, I'll be going ahead with some more details or basic operation. Then we can go ahead with that data loading stuffs from one database to another. Okay. So that's all for today's session. Let's connect tomorrow. Hopefully there is no doubt, correct, from anyone.
Yes, yeah,
Okay. Thanks for attending the session. Thank you very
yeah.
much.
Have a
Bye
good
bye.
day. Bye.
Bye bye. Same to you. Yeah.
Happy Pongal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Over here, it's Makar Sankranti, I believe. Yeah, Pongal is
Okay.
maybe yeah, but there is all over India. There is a festival with different naming
Yeah,
convention.
yeah. We are missing a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah. Enjoy the holiday as well as the
Yeah,
festival
thank you. You
from
too.
your side.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.